Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is going to be a little response video to the mind of God. Alright, because the other day he did a video response to a short little clip I made. That's probably about 3 minutes long or something, 4 minutes maybe. I actually made it, 10 months ago. Or 9 months ago, maybe something like that. But I forgot I had it, so I decided, I was going through videos to see what I had, and, as I saw it, it was like, yeah, okay, I'll put that up. And of course, I already knew Mind of God was going to, see it. But then he did a video response on it. So, in case he's watching, hey, look, me, friend, you strike was weak. You don't know the scriptures. You don't know the scriptures. Inside joke. But anyway, I wanted to do a little response to it because he teaches that, the elect will be saved before this, he calls it a pre-plague rapture. Okay, so, I have to make it clear that if I say, pre-tribulation rapture, it's different from pre-plague rapture because that's not what he believes. However, this isn't necessarily a jab at Mind of God. This is just coming against the whole belief in general, just to make that clear. So if I say, pre-tribulation rapture, that's a majority of people believe that. So it's much more logical to say that. However, I acknowledge that's not Mind of God's belief. So if I say that, because he'll get on there, he'll be so far up on my nuts, I may as well call him Bond. Go Bond. About, saying the name wrong, man. Alright, about saying, pronouncing it wrong. Hope he's so far up, man. Inside joke. But, I wanted to, just bring out a couple, scriptures to, go over. Oh, and also as well, should throw this little fun fact out there. I was actually at the damn, local Dollar Tree just a few days ago. I was looking at the movies, and of course, what did I find? I ended up finding, which I actually wanted to check this out. I just never found it before. Was a movie by the name of Left Behind. All right, which basically is one of those Christian rapture movies where a secret rapture happens and people are left behind to go through the tribulation, stuff like that. Which I know that's all nonsense. That's not in line with the scriptures. But I mean, I've heard it, has 5-star ratings, man. And I looked on Amazon, it has like, 7,000 5-star rating reviews. Over, 200, 1-star reviews. So I was like, damn, that must be a good movie. So I'll have to, check that out. So I picked it up for $1, so I didn't get to see it yet. Maybe I'll, let that be the main event of my evening today, is watching that movie. Then who knows, maybe I'll do a response to the movie, or a review. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I digress. I wanted to, just throw a couple jabs real quick at the, at these guys saying the elect will not go for the tribulation. Well, according to the Bible teaches that the elect will go through the great tribulation. Okay, anyway, Revelation chapter 7 in verse, 14, says, And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, These are they which come out of the great tribulation, and they have washed their robes clean, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of Yahweh, and serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. But the point of the matter of why I'm reading that is it says they shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst any more. So that shows you that these people who are, standing before Yahweh, right, and, these white robes, which were what? The elect, they, they went through, suffering, man. Okay, they went through a stage of, say, starvation and hunger. Okay, so, clearly these people went through the Great Tribulation, or not so fun time on earth. Okay, so I mean, I don't see how he can really get around that one. Alright, anyway, let's see. I don't have too many scriptures, but I'll give, a couple, examples to, support my statement. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's see, where do I want to start? Okay. And this, ironically enough, this is the Mind of God's favorite chapter here. At least right now, this is what he focuses on. But I'm going to use this to prove my point, that the elect will have to go through the Great Tribulation, and the rapture will happen after the tribulation when Christ returns. Okay, because remember, Christ only returns one time, man. All right, there's no two comings in the scriptures. When Christ comes, that's it. All right, and you'll see here in this chapter, this is a deep, chapter here, man. It clears up a lot of things. All right, anyway, Revelation 11 and verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascends out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall kill them and overcome them. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. That's talking about when, that's talking about the Israelites. Okay, the Israelites were killed in the streets of America, and then, they didn't know that they were, the Jews. And then now in this time, 300 and some years later, roughly, now they know, man. Now people are starting to know that, the lost tribes of Israel are, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And, confusion of faith, so-called white people. Let's see. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth, which these two prophets are just referring to the Israelites in general, man. Okay, and that's, talking about now. Okay, which actually, no, the next verse is talking about now. Salakia. Verse 11, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Bear with me, let that car go past first. Alright, there we go. Verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they set it up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And that's, coming to the point we're at right now, man. Okay, after 3 days and a half, now the Israelites know that they are, the Israelites now. Or they're not just, some, excuse my language, but not some, nigga, man. All right, that's what they, wanted us to think. Okay, but no, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the people of the Lord, man. Okay, and you have some white people who are too. They're confusion of face Israelites. That's a video for another time. Let's see. It says, and look, this is when the elect received their salvation. All right, let's read verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they set it up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. This is the time that Christ is returning at the elect are receiving their salvation. And the proof of that is the next verse. It says, verse 13, and it says, And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake, let me turn the page. It says, In the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the God of heaven, Right, and what is that talking about? Um, it's talking about the 10th part, which is the entirety of America, because if you look it up, America's divided into 10, I believe it's, what is it, FEMA states, if I'm not mistaken. You can look that up. All right, America's divided into 10 parts, and you can just look that up, and you'll see, right, 10 FEMA regions, or if my memory serves me correct. 7,000, the word, when you read the scriptures, 7 means completion, so 7,000 is, the whole of America, man. Okay, anyway, says the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe comes quickly. That's another topic. Um, and here's the undeniable part right here. It says, and the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever. But see, that clearly proves the point that once the elect receive their salvation, that's when Christ returns and sets up his kingdom, man. So there's no great tribulation after the elect are saved. That's false teaching, right? The scriptures clearly say that the elect will go through the tribulation, man. Anybody saying otherwise does not know them scriptures. It's just that simple, right? There's no, rapture that's coming where the elect of the Most High will escape, say the mark of the beast, or, Jacob's trouble, or what they call the Great Tribulation, or, stuff like that. That's not in the scriptures, right? That's not in the scriptures. Let's see. I wanted to bring this out. Let's go to the book of Isaiah real quick. All right, Isaiah chapter was 66. Give me a second. Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword, for the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. So I like to ask a lot of these cats that teach a pre-plague rapture or pre-tribulation rapture. Okay, well, what is that talking about? When Christ returns, he's coming to, do that, man. He's coming to, set up his kingdom and take down America. All right, and really, all the governments of the world. All right, all the nations are going into slavery underneath who they call Christ. Okay, all nations will be servants to Israel. But that's another topic for another time. Clearly, there's no way out of this. Clearly, the whole belief got cut. Right, there is one return of Christ in the scriptures. There is not two or three. If you believe in a pre-plague rapture or pre-tribulation rapture, do you have to believe that there's two second comings? Well, a second coming and a third coming, to put it in easy to understand terms. Okay, comes once to take the elect away, then 7 years later, or a certain time later, depending on your view on that, then he comes again and takes another remnant away. That's what they have to believe. But that's not in the scriptures. No, there's nowhere that says that. It does not say that in the scriptures. All right, so now we just read, that Christ will come and, slay many. I got to get one more verse and then we'll call it the lesson. Rev 1:7. It says, behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kingdoms of the earth shall will because of him, even so, amen. But the point of the matter is, it says that every eye shall see Christ when he returns. So how is there some type of secret rapture, or some rapture, like say for example that they show you in the movie Left Behind, right, where people just disappear? Well, where's Christ at? I mean, the scriptures say that people will see Christ. That's what it says. So I mean, clearly these guys don't know what the hell they're talking about. All right, so clearly, the pre-plague rapture has been, cut. There really ain't no way around it, man. All right, there ain't really no way, around it. So pretty much, that's the video there. I just wanted to, to do a little video about that. And, yeah, you can, comment down below if you're disagreeable. And, hey, you please refute the information. And then we can, engage in a conversation from there. Anyway, I'm going to say shalom.